Welcome to This Week in Astrology. This is episode number 591 for October 1 through 15, 2021. The first half of October is loaded with astrological activity. Pluto and Saturn turn direct. A Libra new moon is loaded up with tight aspects. And we have 4 powerful aspect patterns, including a triple conjunction with the Sun, Mercury, and Mars. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm your host, Benjamin Bernstein, broadcasting from thisweekinastrology.com. I record these forecasts as an audio podcast and a video, so take your pick. The video version includes detailed chart graphics, which you can also see in my written forecasts at astroshaman.com. This Week in Astrology is honored to be one of the internet's top 10 astrology podcasts. Check out our website where you can hear the show and subscribe to podcast updates. And if you have not already done so, be sure to click the link in the show notes for 2 chances to win a free Astrology Plus session with me each month. What's old as we come into October, we have a waning moon and a bunch of retrograde planets. Pluto and Saturn, who are turning direct. Also retrograde are Juno, Neptune, Chiron, and Uranus. Let's move on to our current forecast on Friday, October 1st. Shadow work can be fired up by a Mars-Chiron opposition, Mars 11 Libra, Chiron 11 Aries. With Mars in relationship-loving Libra, this challenge could be catalyzed by an interaction with someone you're close to. This opposition can also energize your desire to act as a healer or mentor. It might also inspire you to reach out for this kind of support. On Sunday, October 3rd, learning, teaching, and communicating can flow more easily with Mercury trine Jupiter, Mercury 23 Libra, Jupiter 23 Aquarius. Mercury's placement in Libra can make all this harmonious, while Jupiter's placement in Aquarius can encourage you to make the subject matter unconventional. On Wednesday, October 6th, this is a very busy Wednesday with 4 significant astrological events, including a Libra new moon and Pluto turning direct. But first, it's a great time to work on healing a committed partnership thanks to a mystic rectangle. This harmonious aspect pattern includes Mars, Ceres, Juno, and Chiron. It started on September 26th, peaks today on October 6th, and ends on October 14th. Juno focuses the meaning into committed partnerships. Chiron and Ceres both carry the energy of shadow work and psychological healing. Mars provides plenty of energy to get the ball rolling, while his placement in Libra reinforces the relationship theme. Also, on Wednesday, October 6th, avoid volatile people and situations with Mars quincunx Uranus. That's Mars 14 Libra and Uranus 14 Taurus. Any Mars-Uranus aspect can be explosive, and the 150-degree aspect connecting them is inherently unstable. But Mars is in Libra, which loves balance and harmony. So take a deep breath if you feel the urge to do something impulsive, if it might have unfortunate consequences. On the bright side, any Mars-Uranus aspect can help you take immediate action on your intuitive hits. This combo also supports brilliant leadership and pioneering the road less traveled. For our third event on Wednesday, October 6th, a new moon lines up at 7:05 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 13 degrees, 24 minutes Libra. Any Libra new moon is great for new beginnings in the areas of relationship, creativity, and finance. It can also support harmony, balance, justice, and the appreciation of beauty. Aspects. This new moon is abundantly aspected. Let's start with the super tight aspects. The headliner is a super tight conjunction with Mars, who's just half a degree beyond the Sun and Moon. This conjunction can give your new moon goals a potent kickstart. It can also help you more powerfully embody the energy of the warrior, pioneer, entrepreneur, or sexual being. Another major player is a Uranus quincunx, also super tight with a half-degree orb. Orb measures the exactness of an aspect. This aspect encourages you to stride into the world as your authentic, one-of-a-kind self. Follow your intuitive hits and serve others using your special talents that you most love to use. With a quincunx, make whatever adjustments are needed to merge these archetypal energies. Almost as tight, with a 1-degree orb, is a Pallas Athena quincunx. The warrior goddess encourages you to step boldly into your assertiveness. If you can make it a win-win, all the better. That's where some of Pallas's other talents come in handy: negotiation, diplomacy, and mediation. Can you believe there's yet another aspect with a half-degree orb? This one is a Venus semi-square. She embodies all the Libra energies I already mentioned, as well as an additional theme, money. And it doesn't hurt that she's in Scorpio, the sign of great wealth. But don't get too excited. A semi-square is a minor hard aspect, and even its tight orb does not put it on par with the aspects we've already discussed. You might experience some difficulty with the archetypal energies she represents here, but challenging aspects are naturally energizing and can be put to life-affirming use with focused intention. Our final tight aspect with a 1 1/4 degree orb is a Ceres trine. The grain goddess can help you with harvest and abundance, so let the universe know what you want. If any emotional triggering happens during the waxing moon, Ceres can help you heal old emotional wounds more easily. Other aspects. Speaking of emotional wounds, the sun and moon oppose Chiron with a 3 degree orb. The wounded healer can stir up old wounds and traumas, so have a good shadow work tool ready. My healing invocation has helped thousands do their emotional healing more quickly and easily. Learn how in my free invocation masterclass that will be linked in the show notes, but you can get to it quick and easy. Just go to astroshaman.com. The last word in the menu bar is invocations. Just tap that or click it and it'll take you where you need to go. By the way, that's the only time I'm going to mention the free invocation masterclass today. Chiron can also help you act as the healer or mentor for others or receive this kind of help. 6 down, 2 to go. The sun and moon make a loose conjunction with Libran Mercury with a 7 degree orb. This supports harmonious learning, teaching, and communication, and the luminary sextile Juno. This can boost flow and harmony in your committed partnerships. Finally, on Wednesday, October 6th, Pluto turns direct at 2:29 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 24 degrees, 18 minutes Capricorn. He turned retrograde back on April 27th. This is a great time to start taking action on any Plutonian themes you've been contemplating in the last 5 months or so. What are those themes? The two biggies are wealth and power. Wealth can be money, but it can also be anything you value. What kind of wealth is most important to you? Power has 2 basic flavors, power over and shared power. Power over controls, manipulates, and forces others to do its bidding. Shared power distributes opportunity and responsibility more equally and aims for win-win outcomes. When done well, it's like a rising tide that lifts all boats. What kind of power are you cultivating? What power themes do you want to implement as Pluto turns direct? Pluto also rules occult practices and sacred sex. He's the lord of shamanism, shadow work, and soul deep transformation. Are you interested in exploring any of these for the first time or changing how you're working with them now? Pluto also rules taxes, insurance, and inheritance. Are any of these themes up for you? Finally, planets are most potent when they change directions. Do you have sensitive points in your natal chart between 21 and 27 degrees in a cardinal sign, Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn? If so, Pluto's direct station will stimulate them powerfully. Work skillfully with any challenges that arise so that you can milk the maximum wealth and power from the situation. On October 8th and 9th, that's a Friday and Saturday, the Sun, Mercury, and Mars conjoin in Libra, forming a triple conjunction. This reinforces several of the themes from that new moon forecast on October 6th. Mercury energizes learning, communication, and teaching. Mars empowers your work as a leader or entrepreneur, as well as an initiator, athlete, or sexual being. Libra supports relationship and creativity. Finally, Mercury and Mars energizing the Sun can give you a lovely vitality boost and help you shine all these energies out into the world. Here's the skinny on those individual conjunctions. On October 8th, the Sun conjunct Mars at 12:57 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time at 15 Libra. On October 9th, Sun conjunct Mercury at 12:18 p.m. EDT around 17 Libra. And on October 9th, also Mercury conjunct Mars at 6:48 p.m. EDT around 16 Libra. Let's move on to Saturday, October 9th. How about a 3-week mental boost? It's all yours thanks to a kite that includes Mercury, Ceres, Saturn, and Chiron. It starts today on October 9th, peaks on the 18th, and ends on the 28th. Mercury is the planet of mind and encompasses the themes of learning, teaching, and communication. Chiron rules the educational theme of mentoring. Saturn adds discipline and regularity, while Ceres offers abundance in all these areas. A kite is a harmonious aspect pattern, which helps all this come together more easily than usual. P.S. Aspect patterns that include Mercury don't usually last this long. This one gets its unusual endurance because Mercury is much slower than usual right now. This is because it's decelerating into the end of its retrograde and will turn direct on October 18th as this kite peaks. On Sunday, October 10th, Saturn turns direct at 10:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, around 7 degrees Aquarius. The Time Lord turned retrograde on May 23rd, around 13.5 Aquarius. It's a great time to start taking action on any Saturnian themes you've been contemplating for the last 4.5 months, such as, are you being mature, responsible? Are you making good use of your time? Where appropriate, are you planning the work and working the plan? If you're old enough, have you stepped into the role of the wise elder? Saturn also represents authority. Are you free to do as you wish, or are there people or institutions who can stop you? If so, is the power others hold over you appropriate? Or is it time for you to stand more fully in your power and act as a sovereign being? One of Saturn's most important themes is structure. As he turns retrograde, he invites you to reflect on the structures in your life. These could be physical, like your home and possessions. Important structures can also be conceptual or energetic. Whatever form they take, this is a great time to evaluate your structures clearly and objectively. How does their current state compare to how you want or need them to be? Does a specific structure need to be released or repaired? If it's already in great shape, can it be expanded or built upon further? Also, on October 10th, is there a higher cause you're excited about serving, something that makes the world better but does not profit you personally? Scrutinize your interactions with this cause, represented by Vesta, during the Tsquare with Vesta, Saturn, and Uranus that started on September 28th, peaks today on October 10th, and will end on October 23rd. If anything about how you work with it needs to change, it could manifest as challenge or instability in the next 2 weeks. If so, examine the current structure, Saturn, and see what changes would optimize it. With Uranus in the picture, even radical change should be considered. If all is well with your structure, then Uranus can electrify you with a quantum leap to the next level. Stay tuned for bolts of inspiration to inspire you, which also come from Uranus. No matter how well things are going with your selfless service, remember one of my favorite mottos: it always gets better than this. By the way, the Saturn-Uranus square is 2021's most important aspect, which is part of this aspect pattern. There's a link in the show notes you can click to learn more about it. On Friday, October 15th, you can enjoy flowing, expansive energy as the Sun trines Jupiter, Sun 22 Libra, Jupiter 22 Aquarius. With the Sun in Libra, the lucky nature of Jupiter can bring good fortune to your relating, creating, and finances. Announcements. Do you want to live free from emotional trauma and thrive? If you're living in survivor mode, you're all too familiar with the heaviness caused by past trauma, and I'm guessing that you are ready to heal it. But how? The answer awaits you starting October 10th in a free interview series hosted by my friend Beverly Carter, DM. It's called A Renewed Life Global. Discover secrets to heal from emotional wounds, set boundaries, and move forward. The summit brings together over 20 experts, including me, to help you shift your paradigms, get ready to heal your trauma, step into your personal power, and finally attain freedom from your past or your present. Listen in on these powerful conversations. Get expert advice on rising above your trauma or oppression so you can heal, step into your personal power, and live on purpose. I look forward to connecting with you in this special interview series. Join us as we empower trauma healing and freedom from oppressive blocks for everyone. Let's shift paradigms and help heal the world together. Click the link in the show notes to learn more. Also, everyone is welcome to participate in many Awakening Plus Zoom calls for free. These events support your individual healing and awakening, as well as global spiritual awakening. Some events are for Awakening Plus members only, but we'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Dip your toe in the water with our 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership. Here's info on our events for the first half of October. They're all at 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. For starters, on Wednesday, October 6th, there's a free public event called Divinely Directed. This call is directed by Spirit's in-the-moment guidance to serve each person's highest good. Each divinely directed call is unique. However, a typical call features a subtle field being held. Within this sacred space, each person receives the specific awakening, healing, or spiritual experience that serves their highest good. In addition to these customized individual experiences, the group often blends together as a single divine being. Words like bliss and euphoria simply are not adequate to describe some of the ecstatic spiritual experiences we share in the inner world. Then another free public event on Wednesday, October 13th, Heart-Powered Miracles with Leslie Ann Smith, guest presenter. This session with spiritual healer Leslie Ann Smith will give you healing support so you can joyfully navigate challenging times and conditions. Experience newfound freedom from physical pain, emotional stress, and worry. After the physical and energetic healing, you'll do a powerful intention process to bring more love and joy into your life. Leslie is excited to help you experience positive shifts in areas such as relationships, health, self-expression, and wealth. Expect to leave this session feeling relaxed, expansive, and inspired. Then, on Thursday, October 14th, members only community support call. Community can be crucially important on the spiritual path. Awakening Plus members experience the joy of creating and deepening connection with each other online. We support each other in large and small groups from the comfort of our homes. And then every Monday, free public calls, New Earth Support Team. In this popular weekly event, open to everyone, we first create our sacred container and invoke embodied awakening. Then we let our divine allies know that we've come to serve the great global awakening. They take it from there. Our spiritual service is routinely rewarded with personal healing, spiritual upgrades, and profound bliss. Awakening Plus features at least 10 live streaming events each month. Many live events are open to everyone for free, while some are for Awakening Plus members only. We'd love to have you join our supportive online community. Members receive these exclusive benefits. About half of our 10 Zoom calls each month are members only. Members get an archive of over 350 life-transforming events, all of them just as powerful as the live events they were captured from. And that includes a best-of guide, so you can pick the best stuff. We have enlightening courses featuring self-guided internal family systems therapy and the complete 16-part Invocation Masterclass. We do monthly community connection calls, monthly Ask Me Anything calls. You can hook up with an accountability partner to keep you on track with your goals. We have a forum. As you can see, there's a lot here. You can learn more or start your 30 days for $1 risk-free trial membership at awakeningplus.com. That's awakeningplus.com. Also, our October free session winner is Yvette. This is the only Yvette who has signed up for this. So Yvette, if you're hearing me, then send me an email, benjamin@astroshaman.com, and we will set you up with your free reading. Congratulations, Yvette. And everyone, thanks for being here. Once again, I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com. I can serve you with astrology readings, shamanic healing, and one-of-a-kind life coaching. All my one-on-one services are equally effective in person or long distance. I also offer an unbeatable price on SolarFire, the #1 astrology software for Windows. And as I mentioned, I run the Awakening Plus online membership for spiritual support. You can learn about all this and more at astroshaman.com. To see the show notes, go to astroshaman.com/591. Please reach out if you have any questions. My email is benjamin@astroshaman.com, and my number for voice and text, 828-338-9852. I would love to connect with you. We are wrapping up. Please leave me a 5-star rating, review, or comment wherever you're getting this episode so others who also love astrology and spirituality can find it. Thanks again for spending this time with me. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light your way.